welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ego and this is Love Ego. If this is your first time here, let me be the first to welcome you. Like I said before, my name is Ego and on my channel I do DIYs and I share how-to videos and lifestyle tips. So welcome to my channel. I hope you stay, check it out. If you like what you see, subscribe, join the family and hit the notification bell so that you get first tips on all of my YouTube content. So today's video is another DIY on how I made this yellow beach cover up Greek inspired type dress. Now I'm doing this quick intro because this video is actually supposed to be uploaded last year. I had recorded this last year but because I made this cover up for the end of last year's summer as a birthday gift to myself, kind of, and I was going to publish it on my channel last year, but my drive got broken and it took me a long time to finally be able to get it fixed. So I lost a lot of my files. So the DIY that you're actually about to see is an old DIY, but it is still fantastic. It is still pretty good. I actually thought about whether or not I should upload it or not upload it, but I decided that it would be unfair to deprive you wonderful people of this DIY because it actually came out really nice. I liked how it came out anyway, and I ended up wearing it this summer as well. So I actually got the idea for the cover up on Pinterest, as almost all of us do, I think, and I found it from this brand that I follow called, I think they're called Nomadic Fabrics. I'll leave a link in the description box. So at the time they had this line of Greek inspired, very relaxed looking, effortlessly chic beach cover up dresses, but they were really expensive. So I just basically found out what kind of material they use. They use gauze fabric, so I purchased some and I decided to make them by myself. And I especially liked the braided detail that they had on the ties, and that's really why I chose this particular one. So I hope you enjoyed this video and let's just get straight into it. So this tutorial is basically going to be you getting two rectangles. You're going to cut your fabric into two rectangles going from your feet all the way to your shoulder and from your shoulder back down to your feet. So that's what we're going to be working with. So you probably won't need as much as 2 to 3 yards of fabric if you just buy a yard and a half or just 2 yards, which means you're going to have to join the fabric at the shoulder seams. Now mine is long enough. I have enough fabric to have just one rectangle going all the way from the front, from my feet all the way to my shoulder, and then continuing to the back. So that depends on how much fabric you have or what you decide to do. It's absolutely up to you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is cut a few 1.5 strips that will form the braided ties. That is going to go around the neck of the dress and the waist. So I'm going to cut out about 9 of these. Next, I'm measuring about 13 inches from my shoulder to how long I want the sleeve to be. So just make that as long as you want it to be. Mine is 13 inches. So now that I have that measurement, I'm cutting 2 long strips that are both 13 inches wide. And like I said at the beginning, make sure that the length is long enough to go over your body from the front all the way across your shoulders to the back. Then after cutting all the pieces, I'm going to go ahead and hem the edges of the 2 bodice pieces. That's like hemming the top and hemming the bottom parts as well. Also for the 1.5 inch strips, fold and sew over the raw edges. Next, I'm just sewing one end of 3 strips together, and that's what I'm going to use to braid the ties. If you don't want yours to have the braided ties, you can totally skip the steps and just make your cover up as it is with one regular tie just to go around the waist. Okay, so now you see the two long rectangles. We're already about halfway done. So now what I'm doing is creating a V-neck shape in the front and at the back. So I'm just making that mark where I want it to sit, and I am pinning that together. Next, you want to decide how big you want your sleeve opening to be. I measured mine to be about 12 inches. So just leave that opening, and then you can pin and sew the rest of it down. And the front and the sides of this dress are going to be closed only a little. I'm leaving them so that there will be slits in the front. There'll be a slit in the front and two slits at the side from the thigh down. So now that I've marked and pinned all the parts I'm closing up, I'm just going to go ahead and sew those parts closed. So now that that's done, it's time to attach the ties. I'm going to do this by hand stitching the braids over the V-neck openings, and also by attaching the tie that will go around the waist. So once I've pinned them down, it's time to sew. Just do this for both braids around the neck area. I also left a small opening at the back seam to attach the last tie for the waist. So all in all, I ended up with about 3 braided ties at the back in total. So once all that is sewn, it's ready to wear, and you can just wrap the ties around your waist however you like, and kind of tuck them around each other to give you the effect like the dress that I was modeling this after. So this is how it turned out. This is footage from the shoot that I did for my birthday before this files got lost. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the like button, leave a comment so I'll know exactly what you think, and also don't forget to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.